Greetings everyone, and welcome back to Occupy Mars. So we're beginning our day once again in the rover, mostly because it has a bed, as opposed to the capsule which only has chairs. Now I do hope to be living in the workshop fairly soon, it's just not very hospitable in there. And speaking of the workshop, the first thing that I want to do is I want to start getting hydroponics going in there, because once we start getting the crops, then we can start enhancing them, but we have to actually get them first, and of course that's a little bit on the time-consuming part. Now water is not really going to be a problem because we've been gathering it for a while. It's still a little bit too cold outside, so we'll give it another 10 minutes. I think we're okay with the electricity at the moment. We have a battery. I think I'm going to grow the battery a little bit more because over the course of a full day, it should give it a good charge, so we shouldn't have any problems with the power going out in the middle of the night and getting some of those wonderful warnings about your crops are wilting. All right, I think we're good to go now. Maybe a little bit of damage, just a little. I am a little hungry too, so let's just have some of that. Here, put those guys together. All right, now what I'm going to need, of course, is I'm going to need the seeds and, of course, the planter. I'm also going to need the hose. Let's just go in here for a moment. I think I'm going to put the crops-related items over here, so I think right here would be a good place for a hydroponics bench. Let's see, is this it? Small hydroponic shelf. All right. So we'll put that there, and then we'll pull out our blowtorch, which has seen better days. I'm going to have to repair that soon. What I would like, though, is I'd like to get the workbench so I can repair it for free. All right, so this is where we're going to be putting our seeds to grow them, and then eventually we're going to be Oh, get that out of my hand. We're going to be allocating power and water to them. Now, at the moment, we don't have any water, but we actually do have a lot of water. It's all over there. We just need to get a hose to bring it over. And, of course, I also need the seeds and the planter. All right, let's take a quick look at this. Now, this probably emptied out overnight, but you can see it is kind of building up fairly quickly. So I'm thinking it wouldn't be such a bad idea to upgrade the battery now. We're going to be doing it eventually. So let's just go to blueprints and electricity and do this. Because I do believe that's not a problem. It's just aluminum plates, screws, and electronics. Well, electronics is kind of a problem. Now we can make electronics. It's just we're going to need aluminum and silicon for that. The thing is, we're going to have to start doing digging anyway if I want to improve my tools. But I can't do anything regarding that until we have the workshop, which requires electricity. Let's see. Okay, so 720. Okay, that sounds a lot better here. All right, what I mean is that in the electricity table, we need to get all the way around so that I can unlock workbench. Yeah, the other items I did first. Now we definitely need the workbench so we can... Oh, we got a point. Okay, so we can unlock the blowtorch. 1. Now I need 1, 2, and 3 points. Now these guys, of course, are locked by the workbench. Because the way it works, as I understand, is you put the tool in the workbench and you upgrade it there. So I would take my level 1 jackhammer, put it in the workbench, and then upgrade it to level 2. That's the reason it's kind of required. Now, in order to get experience from that, I'm going to have to pull this out and start breaking up some rocks. But as you can see, there's a lot of rocks over there. We're going to have to lean heavily on the... I need some water. On the aluminum and the silicon rocks. Because those will get us electronics and, of course, these solar cells. Yeah, I'm just going to get some water. Yeah, we have a lot of water. So as soon as I get a hose, we can get it over there. Fortunately, it's in the same spot as the seeds. Now, there was a probe that dropped nearby. Here, hold it a second. Yeah, it's been on the ground for a while. Let's look at messages. Right, meteorite. I'm not really interested in the meteorite right now because it's irradiated. I'm guessing when I get into nuclear, I'll care about it then. However, the probe. That's not too far. Okay, once we get things set up, we can go over there and take a look at that. Yeah, these are where we're going to be getting our elements from. All right, so let's see for a second. I need the hose. Yeah, that's the equivalent of the wires. It's just for gas and water. All right, we'll just put that in for the wires for the moment. All right, I'm also going to need the seed magazine and the planting tool. Okay, and you can see that just plugged that one in. Hold on a second. Actually, I wanted inventory. Okay, where is it? Okay, so it's only 40% full. I think I have another one that's completely full. All right, we immediately went into the 6 hole. Okay, so we're going to be working on that. What I'm talking about is over here. All right, for electronics, I need aluminum and I need silicon. And then for the solar cells, I also need aluminum silicon. Just that this needs a lot more silicon. But I do have an issue with the electronic parts. I wouldn't mind making them right now, as many as I could. Let's see. Okay, so I can make 3. All right, so I'll just make those 3 for now, because we're going to have to start breaking up rocks anyway. I just don't want to run out of these. All right, and that went down here. Okay, so I have 8 of them now. All right, I need a lot more materials, clearly. All right, so let's get back over here. What I want to do is, of course, connect the hose to one end and then plug it into the side of the workshop so that it has access to water for the hydroponics. That's the reason that I wanted it over there, by the way. Okay, so let's whip out the hose. Let's plug the hose in there. Growing food. Yes, it does understand what I'm doing. Okay, so that's the electricity. That's the oxygen, if you have an external source. And that is the water. All right, so we have the water plugged in. You know, I know the power is going to go out. So why don't I just be a little bit proactive rather than having to run out here? I think it's about 2. So we'll just do that for the moment and see how much we actually need. Because I want to be a little proactive about it. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to pull out the seed gun, and I'm gonna fill it up. All 12 little spots here. You can see it turns orange when something is in there. Okay, now put that away. All right, now let's take a look at what we got here. So in terms of water, it wants 3.6 liters. That's not a problem. You can see we now have access to the water. This is the extra energy we have, and we need this. Okay, so why don't we set the requirements? Okay, so I'm over by 1. I don't really need that for now. But this is now getting the water it needs, and it's getting the electricity that it needs. So let's see this. Okay, it looks like it's got some ultraviolet lights going, and if you look closely there, you can see water. All right, so how is this one? All right, so it's got a growth percentage, and it's got a plant stage, 1 of 2. I guess seed is the first stage. All right, so I think we can take that extra kilowatt back, because I want that going into the battery. Right, so basically 20.5 should do the job. Yeah, remember, there's a little extra there, so if I was to make it 20.4, it would all shut down. All right, And look at that, we're already approaching 150 in terms of the capacity, and it's only 11:20 in the morning. Okay, so that is doing that. I'm thinking, why don't we go check the probe? And I really don't want to take this one for short trips, so what we'll do is we'll just get onto this and go over there. Although, I might want to consider repairing this a little. Hold on a second. Blowtorch, can I actually do this? Okay, warning, the vehicle may explode. From fixing it? I'm hoping not. Okay, it's red. It's red. It's still red. I'm hoping it's... Okay, it just turned orange. This is a good thing. Less likely to explode, hopefully. By the way, I do have an oxygen issue, but it really shouldn't be a problem. All right, so let's just go over and see what it is that's waiting for us over here. See, once we have the workbench and we have the improved tools, like the level 2 grinder, I can take all those apart. Once we got it to level 3, I can take the base apart. One thing at a time, though. Alright, this is looking like a rough area. Have I been over here? I should check the map once I'm here. Oops! Okay, did I just jump up in the air? I may have. It's a good thing I repaired this. A bit. Okay, what is this? Probe signal. Kind of looks like a little rocket. Alright, stop right there. Alright, let's get off. Okay, where is it? Here it is. Okay, am I taking this apart? Okay, I got a pipe. I got 2 pipes. Some screws. More screws. Okay, is that what I'm looking for? A pen drive. There, hold it a second. It's a data file inserted into your materials workbench. Note, may work with other science benchmarks, but then loses its effectiveness. Okay, so you want to put this in a materials workbench. Well, we're not there yet, but we'll hold on to this for the future. All right, where am I? Okay, where is looted? That's where we are. I don't see anything around us, but to be fair, I see not the kind of places where I would actually build outposts. I guess that's the reason there's so many of them in the flat area around the other way. All right, where is it? Okay, so that's home. All right, so let's head back. And I think what we're going to have to do is start digging, unless, of course, I get that wonderful electrical point. But then again, I'm going to have to dig after that, ain't I? Now, what I'd like to do is I'd actually like to add a wind turbine or 2. Generally speaking, they're kind of terrible, but the thing is, if we do get like a storm or something, then they'll generate a lot of power at a time where probably everything else is shutting down. It'll help keep the plants alive at night. Anything to keep the battery going, right? The thing is, I am going to need... here, we might as well just leave this here. I am going to need the electronics for that, and I don't really have very many. Let's see, where are my electronics? I don't see... Did I use them all up? I don't see them. Oh, here they are, right here. Now, how many do I need for one of these? I need 6, which means I can make one of them, but I won't be able to make the other. All right, here's what I want to do. We have 2 spots open, so let's hook these guys in. I mean, they give a little bit of power, but it's really when a storm comes, that's when they get serious. Rotate this way. There we go. I can make one of them. Oh, I just realized. Did I drop the wires? No, I think I still have them. There we go. Okay, let's see. Do I have the wires? Yes, I do. All right, so I don't really need the hoses anymore, so I'll put that back in the capsule along with the seed stuff. All right, so let's do this. All right, boom. And we'll put that there. All right, now in this case, I'm going to have to overestimate everything in order to take advantage of situations. So you can see I have this. This is producing 1 right now. But what happens if all of a sudden it produces a lot? Well, in that case, I probably should compensate for that. We'll just say 40, just in case. All right, now how much are you getting now? Are you getting that extra 1? Okay, so let's see about this. Once again, we'll just... It doesn't really matter what we put here as long as we're passing everything along. I can just say 80, just for giggles. What matters is what is this guy getting? And you can see he's getting the extra 1 kilowatt right here. So if all of a sudden we had like a really crazy storm and the wind turbines started spinning like nuts, they're going to pass all that power along. So if we had like only 1 set, then it wouldn't be doing that. I want all the power as possible going into this. And if we do have a situation like that and it's terrifying, I want to take advantage of it. All right, now I need electronics to be able to make the other ones. So let's make everything else we can make with this. And then we'll see about the rest of it. Okay, so right there, I've used 2. I need 6. Okay, so let's go over here and see how many of the electronics we can make right now. And then we might start breaking up some rocks. I probably should start doing that anyway. By the way, did we get... Nope, but we're very close. Very close to that electrical point. And I need to put these things away. Okay, hold it a second. Right in here. Okay, so I don't need the planter right now. I don't need that seed magazine. Right, yeah, we had a big one. All right, so that one was... This one was only 40%. And you can see it's running low. We used 12 seeds to give you an idea. All right, we don't need that with us right now. And this one will say that for the future because we don't have the specialty workbenches right now. Eventually, in order to advance the tree, we would need a specialty workbench. All right, you know, I don't really need the healing kits with me too. I'm not going very far away from home, so I don't really require them right now. And I'm going to have to repair that, ain't I? All right, so we'll just do that. Once we have the workbench, we can just repair it for free. All right, now here's a question. It was I think we already did as many electronics as we could. Right, I can't even do 1. All right, the big thing I need right now is silicon. So let's just whip this out and see if we can find some silicon. Hello. Are you silicon? It's a little hard to tell. They're all rocks. Okay, I think that's silicon. It would have like blue streaks if it was aluminum. Hold it, let's just verify here. Okay, that was 10 silicon. All right, let's get back to work here. It would have like blue streaks if it was aluminum. Now, in terms of the others, iron and calcium are a little bit harder to mine. See, if you have a rock like this and it was calcium, there would be 1 chunk inside and the rest of it would be garbage. Now, in terms of iron, it's pretty much the same. I think you get the iron out of those big ones over there, by the way. I'm sure there's other rocks. This is where you really need the like a what's the name? The rover over there to pick up big chunks and to put them into the crushers. We saw a small crusher in the last episode. Let's see, hold on a second. Let's see, how much do we have here? Okay, that's another 4. Okay, 8. Okay, 14. All right, let's just keep doing this. Because this is also going to be leveling. It's going to be leveling material. Oh, whoa. We got the point we needed for the workbench. All right, so let's grab the workbench. Not mechanical, material. Actually, I had that one already. This is the one we're working on right now. We nearly got another point. All right, let's just get to work. Okay, and I'll do one more, and then we'll see what we can make with that. Because it was silicon we really needed. Yeah, of course, I wouldn't also mind getting another point. Because we are going to have a workbench, and I wouldn't mind doing an upgrade. But I think we'd have to do a lot of this to get upgrades. Okay, put this away. Okay, so that was 7. That's 15 on top of that. Okay, so how much total do we have here? 47. All right, well, you know what? Let's see how many electronics we can make. We don't have to go crazy right now. All right, inventory. All right, and then let's go back to the printer. Electronics. When it turns red. Okay, we can do 8. So I'm just going to go right ahead and do that. So we're going to add that to the printer. And then we'll go back and we'll finish the second wind turbine. Okay, and inventory. And there we go. All right. Did we get another point? Yes, we did. All right, so here's the thing. This one. All right, so we already have that. That lets us build it if we lose it for some reason. All right, the next point is going to get us the jackhammer level 2. So what I was just doing will be a lot easier. All right, but I do want to finish this wind turbine over here. And I'd also like to see how much power we have in the battery. Okay, so there we go. All right, given what we just did before, yeah, they're not spinning too well, are they? All right, you know, maybe I didn't do something over here. Let's see. Oh, I didn't plug it in. Duh. Okay, yeah, I mean, it helps when you actually plug them in, right? Okay, so let's get this. Okay, what's that? Dangerous weather coming within next 6 hours. Okay. Maybe I'm good with the timing on this. Okay, so now we're getting the 2. Okay, I'm looking at the icons on the bottom there on the right. It doesn't seem to want to tell me what's coming. So the first is some kind of storm, I guess maybe a sandstorm. Then tornado, what looks like meteors. I don't know what the next one is, but the last one is electricity, so maybe some kind of electrical storm. All right, it told me it's 6 o'clock, so that's midnight. It's coming at midnight. All right, well, all right, I want to make the workbench. That's assuming I can actually do it. All right, let's find out. I do believe I have the parts for this. I do believe that's going to be a thing. Okay, so let's put the workbench over here. And let's pull out the blowtorch to build it. Okay, that used up the last of my electronics. Okay, so the way this one works, as I understand, get that out of my hand. Okay, I guess you can do things on the sides here. Alright, for instance, let's say that I wanted to repair my grinder. So I put my grinder here and I hit the button. Once it's repaired, if I could upgrade it, then I would hit the upgrade button in order to do that. That's how you would get the better tools. So that's the reason that the workbench is a requirement. Alright, so we'll just take this back. Alright, I think everything else is fine for now. You know, if there's going to be a storm that could be something like a tornado, I think it might be a better idea if I stayed in the capsule overnight. Because I would think a tornado might, you know... Whoa! Okay, and then there was darkness. I think that a tornado might toss this thing around, but I think I would want this nearby. Alright, put that on the ground. Alright, so why don't we get in this and go over to the capsule.
Oxygen source external.
Okay, do I have the lights? It looks like I have the lights on. Alright. Alright, that should be fine because that's got a lot of power. It's getting a little power now from the wind turbines. And who knows, maybe it's going to get a lot of power from them now. Alright, stop right there. I just want it nearby, if I would need it for some reason. But yeah, I think spending the night in here would be a bad idea. So we're going to go over here. It's good because I need to get the electrical going anyway. What time is it? You know, I have a little bit of time. So I'm thinking maybe a little bit more of the silicon wouldn't be such a bad idea. And also the leveling experience. Alright, so I want to be asleep at midnight. Yeah, okay, dangerous weather coming in the next 3 hours. And now it's telling me in 1 hour it's going to be really cold. Of course, that hour is going really quickly since it's 9:20. It's like 9:30 now. All right, this last one. Okay, put that away. Grab. Yeah, I know. Okay, let's go inside. All right, and close this up, of course.
75%.
Okay, I can't really charge that, but I do want oxygen.
Oxygen depleted.
All right, and then open this up. Let's go to the inventory. You can have that. So we got a decent amount right there. All right, so it is now after 10, which means that it's very cold outside at the moment. Now, I can only sleep for 8 hours on these, so what I'd like to do is just before midnight go to bed, because I don't really know what we're facing tomorrow now, do I? I'm looking a little hungry, but I guess I can eat in the morning. We'll see about that. Hopefully nothing gets destroyed. I mean, I don't think they would hit me with a meteor shower right now. That'd be a little bit on the crazy side. Okay, it's 11 o'clock.
Warning.
Yeah, 1 hour to dangerous weather. All right. Like I said, I can only sleep for 8 hours. So let's sleep for 8 hours. Because why not? Now, I am curious what we got coming. Tornado? Okay, that sounds fun. He said sarcastically. Okay, could you stay away from my base? Yeah, see, here's the thing. I think the rover could be tossed around, but I'm pretty sure that this thing is nailed to the ground. Oh, wow. Could you go over to my wind turbines, please? That'd be awesome. Look at the wind turbines. They're going nuts. I would love to go over there and see how much power that is, but I'm pretty sure that wouldn't be a good idea. All right, and I'm taking damage from the cold. Okay, yeah, as much as oh, you know what? That's coming this way. Yep, it's coming this way. Yeah, I took a little bit of damage there. By the way, I am hungry, so why don't we just have an MRE? Here. Down like that. Yeah, that's right next to me. I would be very curious to see what the contents of the battery are. I got those wind turbines down at just the right time. But of course, everything is probably going to be covered with dust, so I might end up using the compressor and the CO2 canister. You know, I might as well just take them with me, because as like I said, I'm probably going to be using them. So I have no idea how long this thing's going to stick around. Okay, did it move away? Okay, is that coming back? It looks like it's coming back. Yeah, in a case like this, being inside of like one of those workshops, that feels a lot safer. Of course, I wouldn't have any windows, so I do believe that some of the connecting tubes, you know, you can have like multiple workshops. And there's tubes you can connect them with. Some of them can have glass windows so you can like look out and see what's going on. Okay, that looks like it's sitting right on top of me. Okay, it does seem to be less. So let's just open this up. And it's gone. Okay, so how are we doing over here? Okay, that's got a lot of dust on it. Yeah, this is the compress. Oh, you know what I have to go to first? The solar panels. Because if they have dust on them, that means I'm not getting any power. If I run out of CO2 in this canister, I can just refill it on the inside. All right. Like I said, just out of curiosity. Okay, we have a lot of power, which is good. I'm guessing that there was a lot of power coming in, but look what's coming in right now. 9, as opposed to like more than 50. So, yeah, let's clear these guys off. And boom, there we go. You can see there's a little circle there. And as we clean them, they visually get cleaner. And they produce more power. So we just have to clean them off. We'll probably have to clean the electrical equipment too, but I think that the panels are the highest priority. And that includes the water one too, because remember that one is powered by a solar panel. Yeah, these wind turbines can wait. They had their fun overnight. Did you see how fast they were spinning? I would love to have seen the value of that. Okay, so that should be fine. Let me just see which ones. I think I missed the ones in the front. No, that's good. That's good. That is not good. All right, and you too. Then we'll check the battery to see what kind of power is coming in. Okay, are they all... Oh, I missed this one. And the one behind it. Alright, and you... Although, should the dust really affect a wind turbine, I could definitely see a problem with the solar panels, you know, because they're clogging up the cells. Alright, well, the easiest way to see is to go in here. Alright, we're getting the 52. So everything does seem to be coming in, so everything is good. I think that cleaning these guys is still just a very good idea, because I'm guessing long term they could be damaged. So, you know, electronic devices, pretty high priority. Yeah, each part has to be cleaned. See, we added on twice to this, and this is clean, but this is not. Oh, and it looks like my carbon dioxide container ran out. All right, put this away. All right, how are we doing with... Wow, look at the oxygen. That's a much bigger line now. It's not enough, but we're definitely getting there. All right, so this is how you can get more carbon dioxide. Fill CO2 bottle. And that's that. How are the crops doing? 22.31%. Okay, that's very good. Once they're grown, we have things we can do with them. So let's get back to some more cleaning here. Now, I will have to clean the big truck too, because I don't think you can see through the windows at the moment. But that one can kind of wait. We're not going anywhere just yet. Although, I do think we're going to have to do a road trip to check out the other outposts. Which does remind me of something. How are we doing? Because I did some last minute work over here. No, not yet. But we're halfway. If I can do some more of the... yeah, getting this would be great. If I can get the jackhammer, that means I could probably level this faster and get the grinder faster. The upgrade, of course. All right, fine. I'll do these guys just because they look really dirty. I mean, considering it was a tornado and it was literally sitting on top of this, I think we got very lucky. Because I don't see any damage done to them. You know, the big green line there at the bottom, I don't see any damage done to them. So, like I said, I think we got very lucky. And this guy's got a lot of power. He's up to 400. There are some things I can put in there that consume power that probably would be nice to have. I'm thinking, though, what I want to do is I want to take some pieces out of rocks so that we can, at very least, upgrade this to make our life a lot easier. Now, I wonder what's in this. Okay, I think that's more silicon. Let's just see. Yeah, hold on a minute. Let's just grab that. Oh, put that away. Right, that was 8 silicon. I want to find some... can't really tell from the outside. I want to find some aluminum. It's kind of bluish on the inside. Yeah, that's silicon again. I mean, we need a lot of that. That's great. But, I mean, I want to also find some place where I can get the aluminum. Now, it is breaking up into chunks, which means it's not calcium. Calcium is kind of a pain. Wow, that is also silicon. Calcium is kind of a pain because there's only one chunk in the entire rock. Hold on a second. Yeah, we looked in this one. What about you? So basically the entire rock is a big waste except for one little part in the middle. Okay, I can't see. I am seeing blue though. Yep, that's aluminum. Here, give me the aluminum. Okay, that was 8. 8 aluminum. I wouldn't mind getting some more of this. But I do have 2 rocks I can get. Actually, I think it's 3 I can get silicon out of. So I want to find aluminum too. Because that's going to get me what I need for electronics and the solar cells. Of course, at the moment, what I really want is another one of these points. So I am just going to get some more aluminum until I get that point. Okay, I believe I just got the point, so let me just grab the aluminum. I'll just throw both of them back in here. Because this is the only 3D printer I have at the moment. Inventory. Yeah, I got 33 aluminum and I have 18 silicon. I wasn't really trying that hard, but I mean, I can get some electronics out of this if I want to. Just out of curiosity. Electronics. How many could I get? I could get 9. That's pretty good. We'll just leave it there in case I decide to go with the solar cells first. Oh, that does remind me. Yes, we have this, so that means that we can get the upgraded jackhammer. A better one of the one I was just using. It'll make getting to the grinder too a lot easier. So let's go over there and upgrade it. All right, so let's get in here. Okay, I'm gonna have to repair it first. Yeah, it doesn't let you upgrade unless you repair. All right, now that it's repaired, I have an option to upgrade. So let's do that. All right, I probably sped that up because that was a slow process. Well, we don't have to do it again, do we? The repairs, yes, but the upgrades, well, we'll have another upgrade to do in the future when we upgrade it to level 3. But for now, that's going to do, so let's just do this. And I would actually like to take it back to those rocks and see how quick the process is right now. How are we doing over here? All right, that is 25.73%. All right, so that's going to take probably another day or so. And then we can start messing with crops on the DNA level. Okay, so I believe this was silicon over here. Yes, it is. All right, let's see how much better this is. Okay, that is a lot better. Oh my goodness, that is so very good. Now, eventually you'd want something like the rover lifting big chunks of these rocks and putting them into a crusher to get maximum yield, but I don't have that now. So this was definitely going to do the job for now. Wow, that is very good. After all, I do need a lot of silicon, don't I? And I also need to level that skill, the mechanical skill, so that we can get the grinder. I have a feeling that this is really going to speed the process up. Here, hold on a second, put that away. Okay, so what are we getting out of this? Okay, what was that? A meteorite has hit the ground. All right, we got 51 silicon for that. And how is the... Yep, we got about 75% of another point that'll get us to grinder. Upgrade, that is. And I do believe we just saw a message. Yeah, another meteorite. There's not much I can do about that right now because we are not equipped to deal with radiation. So we're just going to hold on to those, and in the future, I'm sure we will be able to go over them and grab everything we want when we get into nuclear. Anyway, I think that's probably going to be it for now. So we have the hydroponics going. We're growing potatoes. It's in the blood, after all. And we added a couple of wind turbines, and they were rather useful during a tornado. Yeah, during the day, they're about 1. At night, they're about 1. It's good to have something coming in at night. But of course, when you have a storm, or I guess the best case scenario is a tornado, right? And they're really spinning, they can do a whole bunch of charging at that point. How are we doing over here now? Yeah, 525. Yeah, that's going to easily last a night. So I can start thinking about putting other things in there. You know, we could do another shelf, hydroponics wise, because we got plenty of water. Let's just see the water situation in here. Is it going down? No, it's going up. It's going up slower now. It did seem to drop off, but then again, it was having power problems at the time because it didn't work at night. And then, of course, in the morning, you know, we had the tornado, which covered the solar panel with dust so that it wasn't really working very well. Anyway, I'm going to do a lot of breaking big rocks into little rocks with my new toy here. And I'm guessing in the next episode, we're going to get the grinder too. And maybe we'll take a little trip over here and start taking some things apart. But I think what we need to do is to go on another road trip. We go on a road trip and we start thinking about these guys over here so that we can get the technologies we need to unlock things. Anyway, that's going to be it for now. If you enjoyed the episode, please give it a like, maybe say something in the comments for the great God algorithm. And of course, subscribing is a great way to show your support. So thank you very much for your attention. I really appreciate it. And play games because games are fun. See ya.